Hey everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy day number 4. As always, as you guys pop on, hop into the chat, say hi and where you are tuning in from. We love seeing and hearing where everyone is watching this to and from. So we have a very meaty training today. We're going to be going over LinkedIn content, the things that you need to create, the different types of posts that you can create on LinkedIn. And I've actually streamlined the process a little bit in the sense of what we want your accountability assignment to be. So we're going to have kind of like a standard type of post that we want all of you guys doing either today or tomorrow. I actually have a template link for you guys. So you basically can go in, use the link, make it your own, and then you can post it onto LinkedIn. So we're going to be going over that structure. So before we dive in, as always, just remember that there's going to be a new homework assignment, accountability assignment announced at the end of today's session. That again will be posted in the Facebook group. It'll say Nancy's Day 4 homework thread, and that is obviously where you want to drop your homework. There'll be 2 more winners announced today, and there'll be 2 more announced tomorrow. And again, we do have a bonus session on Saturday for full Q&A. That Q&A link was sent out this morning in the replay email, and 2 people have already pre-submitted some questions, so thank you for that. Again, those questions will be answered first, so anyone that would like their questions answered, make sure you go back to that email from this morning and pre-submit your questions. We will also obviously put that link to pre-submit your questions in the Facebook group as well. So drop in the comments below what has been the biggest needle mover for all of you between days 1, 2, and 3? Obviously, tweaking and optimizing your profile, building the right kind of network, messaging, getting people to accept your connection requests, shooting those messages out, booking some calls. What have been the biggest needle movers for all of you? Building the right type of network. Yeah, taking action. Again, the only way to move the needle of any of our businesses forward is to take action. We can't expect things to change if we're not going to change anything. And I think that's something really big to hone in on. Now, how many of you got type Y or yes if you got responses back from any of the messages that you sent out over the last couple of days? So are you guys seeing now how simple this is and how it works? You're already getting responses back. Now, how many of you have actually taken the next step and even booked appointments? Type a Y or a yes if anyone has booked some appointments. Awesome. Well, again, this is the simplicity of how this works. It's again, it takes time, it takes energy, and it takes effort. But what I can share with you is this is what we're teaching you this week is the foundational things that need to be done. Obviously there's higher level stuff that we teach in our group program, LinkedIn newsletters, LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn audio events, LinkedIn events, really optimizing LinkedIn as an extension to grow your email list. So there's a lot of deeper stuff that we do, but we always like to teach the foundational things first because you can't put the cart before the horse. That is the whole thing. And I think you guys are seeing just through the rinse, wash, repeat repetition of what has been gone over, you're seeing how that can transpire into bigger and better things. Now, I will tell you this. We've done this workshop, obviously, a couple times a year for the last 4 years already. But Nancy and I are actually very encouraged and blown away by those that have been participating, not only being here each and every day, but for all the people that have been doing the accountability assignments. It's really something to be commended on and recognized because there's a lot of people that come to workshops like this. They turn their cameras off. They're cooking their eggs or they're vacuuming their rug and then they're not paying attention. And the fact is, there are so many of you that are here and present and doing the work and actually seeing a result of that. And it's something to be recognized. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for people that really want to move and groove and they want to see bigger and better things for themselves. And, today is going to be no different. Tomorrow is going to be no different. Saturday is going to be no different. But then comes Sunday, when there is no other days of the workshop. And the bigger question is, are you going to continue with this? Are you going to continue to move yourself forward? The other thing that needs to be recognized is, who of you have now gotten a little bit of an itch that you would like to scratch, as far as like, I know they're teaching us some great stuff, but there's more to this. I know there's deeper things that I can learn. I know that there's more that I can do directly with Scott and Nancy. And the one thing that we always love telling people is that there is a way to continue with us. And we're going to get into all of that. But the big thing is this. I would say type a Y or a yes if the content portion of what needs to be done on LinkedIn is a challenge for you. Y or yes? Okay. Oh, great question. Yeah, there you go, Cass. Yep. So trivia, what time is our Q&A bonus call on Saturday? Type it in the chat. Just want to make sure everybody knows. What time? 11 a.m. Yep. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same Zoom link. We'll be sending emails and everything. Now, here's the thing. What we have recognized is that there's two reasons why people aren't consistent with their content routine. Number one, they're not confident in what they're doing, in the sense that, you know what you do, but you're not confident in how you're doing it. And number two, you're not clear on how you can actually serve and help people. You're not clear on your audience. Those that post consistently on social media, they have confidence in everything that they're doing, and they know exactly how they can help people. So the idea of this is to raise the level of confidence in each and every one of you if you don't have it right now. People can sense a lack of confidence. They can smell it from a mile away. Even when you're on a phone call with someone, if you're like umming and ahhing and kind of stammering over your words a little bit, and you're kind of just very soft, and people love confidence. They love energy. They love positivity. That's what's going to bridge the gap between a lot of people. So what we want to do today is there's a lot to cover. I'm going to share my screen, and we want to actually go back before we go forward. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Let me just hide the video panel. So if you guys can see and hear us clearly, please just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Just want to make sure we don't want any. Awesome. Awesome. Good, good, good. Okay. So let's go back to the assessment. And I kind of want to turn it to Nancy now, because this was kind of like her brainchild in really finding out more from everyone that was going to be here, things that they were struggling with, things that they wanted to achieve, and obviously moving the needle of what we want to do moving forward. Because again, you guys have been learning so much, and we're proud of each and every one of you, because that's what this is all about. Growing our businesses, looking to myself and Nancy and saying, you know what, I want to be where they are. I only want to work 3 days a week. I want to have multiple streams of income. I want to have multiple offers. I want to have a ladder of value. I want to grow my email list. I want to work smarter, not harder. I want ease, peace, health, wellness, and abundance. That's what we all want. And why reinvent the wheel? Just shorten the learning curve and take a shortcut and go down the path that someone's already been on. Right? Right. Nance?
Yes. So I keep telling Scott, right, and everyone actually, and everyone that we're working with, right, I feel like 2024 is the year of inner work and growth. Okay. It's so funny because we keep having these learning experiences, right? These things that keep happening until it keeps coming up and keeps bubbling up. And we keep feeling that, I don't even know what the right word, maybe like spinny tire feeling, right? Where you feel kind of stuck. So we're going to continue to keep learning those experiences. We're going to keep feeling that way until we actually take steps and necessary action to get us moving forward in the right direction. So whether you guys, right, because we're going to share a little bit, obviously about different ways that you can work with us, things like that. We actually are opening the doors to our Expert Authority program this week. And we're so excited because we know, right, we've been there and we've gone through so much, what it takes to actually have the blueprint and the systems and the structure in place to get you to where you want to go. But the first things first, right? Even if you're not in a place or you guys aren't ready, right? We're going to obviously do a peek behind the curtain. We're going to share some of these things with you guys. But I want every single one of you on here, if you aren't in the place right now in your business to, make an investment or, hire a coach or to work with a program or whatever, at the very least, and I've said this again, I've said it before, I want you to be so committed after this training to building and growing your business. I want you to know, right? Just like Scott said, I mean, the no-brainer thing. And in fact, Marie Forleo did a podcast episode the other day where I was laughing. She was like, you would be, okay, I quote, stupid not to follow in the footsteps of people who have already figured this out. Stop making it harder than it needs to be. So I'm bringing it back. Like Scott said, we're going to kind of pull back and look at the assessment. The assessment was so interesting to me because again, and I want to just remind you, you guys can use this assessment as an action plan, right? To really look at the things that you need to do in your business and the things that you need to really tighten the needle on. But some common things, right, that kept bubbling up and kind of surfacing were, the fear that we experience, right? We said it yesterday, sales is a contact sport. If you're afraid to actually put it out there, what you do, you got to fix that first, right? We got to get to the root cause. We got to make sure that you guys feel comfortable putting yourself out there and sharing what it is that you do. If you're not sharing value and you're not actually delivering value to the people that you're working with, that should be number one. In fact, stop doing LinkedIn, stop building your, stop it, right? We got to make sure that we're doing that first. Not knowing where to start, not having a clear path, having inconsistent income, right? I'm not going to go through every single one of these things, but these are all very real feelings and thoughts that we can overcome. Okay. And you can move mountains whenever you really, really, really start taking productive and streamlined action. Okay. So, when kind of like tailing off that note, right? Right now, is your business blueprint working? Is what you're doing working?
So let's be honest and let's kind of like open up the vulnerability lines of communication. Drop an N or a no if the blueprint that you're working with right now is not working. Like, if it's really not working, be honest about it, because that's the thing. We want to make sure that we're not wasting our time. We want to make sure that we're being more productive. And I think the first thing, and everything in business, this is what I've learned, is either yes or no. It's not maybe, it's not sorta, it's not kinda. It either is or it isn't.
Yeah. So, what we do and kind of, again, our passion project, the way that we work with people, like full transparency, guys, we wanted to give you, I mean, in this workshop, every single time we teach it, we're leaving you our goal, right? We want to leave every single person better. Okay. We want to leave you guys. We're not hiding anything. Like Scott said, yes, we're teaching you most of the basics, right, of LinkedIn. There's more, but we're teaching you all the things that you need to do. Literally, when we sign off on Friday or Saturday, if you guys are joining the Q&A, follow what we taught you this week and you're going to start to see some traction. But if you don't have a clear blueprint, if you don't have a journey, you don't have a strategy, you're throwing scatty at the wall. Okay. Again, I say the spinny tire feeling. And the reason why I say spinny tire, that's how I felt, right? Years and years ago, before we even, started working with people and getting it figured out. I kept feeling like every year it was like the same thing. It was like Groundhog's Day, and I wasn't getting any further, and I was burnt out every week, and I was flying by the darn seat of my pants. Okay. So I want you to think about, and right, this is where I want your kind of gears going is think about how you're spending each day right now. Is it in alignment with really building the big picture of your business? Is it really in alignment with growing and scaling your business? Okay. It all comes down to, right, mastering your time. You have the time. Scott just told you we work 3 days a week. Guys, we're not kidding. Okay. A lot of people call bullshit. Sorry, excuse my language. But they're like, no way. There's no way. The thing is we make time to do what we want to do. Are we doing this workshop on maybe some of the days where we don't normally work? Yeah.
Well, it's only an hour.
Do we have to? No. Right? If we wanted to do a 2-day workshop or a 1-day workshop, we could do that. We choose to spend our time this way, but we take off every Wednesday and Friday because that's how we designed our schedule. Every single person has the time. If you're saying repeatedly, I don't have the time, I don't have the time, you do have the time. You are not leveraging it in the right way for maximum impact. Okay. So I want all of you guys to think about, right? I want you to visualize the business, the life, everything that you want. What does that look like? It is so stinking possible, guys. I think back, and in fact, this is so close to my heart and everything that I do, my core values, everything. I rewind. So after I graduated college, which I'm the first to graduate college in my family, right? Busted my butt, had tons of student loans. I had to make things work. I threw myself into positions where I was incredibly stressed. I burnt myself out. I was working 60 plus hours a week. I would go home and the stress of doing work and everything didn't go away. I had anxiety so much that I told Scott, it's like something inside me broke. I burnt out. And the thing is all I wanted was time and the freedom to spend time with my family and my friends and to use my time the way that I wanted it to. And I kept staying in this job and this role in this business that kept me stuck. And it wasn't until, okay, I didn't even like plan anything out. I quit my job, jumped into the world of entrepreneurship, and fast forward after figuring out all the routines and what it looked like to get here. This is why we do everything that we do. We want to help you and teach you to do this as well. Okay. So we know, right, that 90 days to a year can change everything. I'm not going to harp on this. We're going to kind of get through it. We meet entrepreneurs every day and we help entrepreneurs every day. I mean, we already shared some of the stories, of people that we work with. You don't need to do this alone. I joke, it's like I need a boss sometimes. And it's like we help people, in our program be accountable, the community. It really adds up.
Well, the bigger question is, who of you are tired of being in the same place you are in your business year in and year out? Seriously, I mean, we were tired of that. We were tired of not growing. We were tired of not getting better results. And it wasn't until we really took a deeper look at the things that we're missing in our business. Nancy always says, you can't see the label from inside the jar. And that's also one of the big reasons why we created our program, because now you have 2 sets of eyeballs looking at each one of your businesses saying, okay, here's what looks good. Here are some holes and gaps, and here's what you can do to improve it.
Yeah. And I'm all about, so for anyone who knows Donald Miller, if you guys know who Donald Miller is, drop a wire yes in the chat box. Donald Miller wrote the book, Business Made Simple, Marketing Made Simple, Personal Branding, Blueprint. I mean, he has written a lot of books, but his core value is a lot of what my core values are. Of course, I want to help people build amazing businesses, but I love making things simple. I like actually having fun in things that we have to do consistently if possible. So it's not always the complexity, right? Simplicity in the strategy, the basics, right? Working with people who have been there, who are where you want to be. So imagine, right? You're running an amazing business, working however often you want to work, okay? Taking more vacations, spending time with loved ones, okay? And his name's Donald Miller, if anyone wants to drop it in the chat. So again, we're opening the door today to our Expert Authority program. Of course, we're going to dive into our training in just a few moments, but really want to make sure that you guys understand that this program was built for people who are ready to really do those breakthroughs in their business. You know,
Yeah.
I talk about 2024, it's the inner work, it's getting the things done. Enough tire spinning,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, if you want to double your income, if you want to triple, quadruple, 5x, 10x your income of where you are.
Well, we say this because it's happened
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, like
to
we're
people.
we're helping people do this. We've done it ourselves, and all we're doing is plugging people into everything that we do to grow and scale our business where we're working smarter, not harder. And you can't do it alone. And the other great thing that really makes our program so special and unique is that it's very small and intimate. It's 10 to 15 people max. So it's very exclusive, and we make it available to anyone and everyone who wants to be a part of it, but you don't have to go it alone anymore. You don't have to try to piece it together. You know, we were those people that had that busy schedule trading time for dollars, right? I was doing a ton of one-on-one coaching.
On the weekends.
Yeah, like
During our dates, he actually did a call.
and Julianne just asked a great question. Is it group or one-on-one?
Both.
It's both. So we actually, in our group program, we work as a small, intimate group, but we also work with each person one-on-one throughout the year. So our time and our energy is dedicated to every single person that's in the program. And we've already had 5 people pre-sign up for the program. So,
well, and we've been doing it for 4 years now.
and it's getting to that point where, you know, people are tired of not getting the results they want, and they want to work with people, you know, who do. And, you know, we needed systems to scale. We needed insights on how to earn reoccurring income in our business, like predictable income, so you know how to invest your money, so you know how to make your money work for you. I was trading time for dollars. I didn't know where the next dollar was going to, you know, show up. And that's why this program is so important. You know, this is tailored for businesses aiming to scale, create reoccurring revenue, multiple streams, and optimize your operations, implement systems that work with less effort and more rewards. And there is limited enrollment. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. Anyone that would like to book a call with us to learn about it, use that link, click on it, pick a time. We opened up our calendars for the rest of this week. And it is, once it's done, it's done. So it's either going to fill before Monday at 9 p.m. when we close the doors, or before. And we've had it where people just kind of flew into it and we've had to close the doors. So if you're feeling that pull inside of you, that you know that you're meant for more, you want more. And just to let everybody know, LinkedIn is our main focus within this program. So if you loved everything that we've taught you this week, there is a whole other level to LinkedIn that we haven't even talked about or stepped into that will blow the doors off of your businesses.
Yeah. I mean, one of the members that we shared about, and we're going to dive right into the training in a second. One of the members that we talked about earlier in the week just wrote his first best-selling book, and also has grown almost everything in his business using LinkedIn and all the advanced strategies. And literally it's like a well-oiled machine now, all through LinkedIn.
Yep. So the fact of the matter is that if you are that person that's been a part of this whole week,
let's jump on a call. Like,
let's talk about your business. Let's talk about how we can help you. We can, you know, I'm going to share a little bit more at the end of today's training, how it's kind of set up and structured, but we need to get through the content portion.
Well, and that's what I'll share with you guys. You know, again, we created some slides because I know a lot of people are like, well, what does this even look like? And you know what? So it'll actually show you how it looks, you know, as far as meeting with us, as far as the whole structure, because we wanted to keep it simple, and I'm very visual. So stay tuned at the end, definitely, if you guys want to learn more. But Scott's going to dive into the training.
Seats real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So drop a Y or a yes if you guys are clear on everything that we spoke about so far. Just want to see where everybody is at. Great. Now, really quickly, again, do not let this opportunity pass you by. If, again, you're feeling a pull that you would like to do deeper work with us, again, do not let the doors close on Monday. You know, why this ends up being a very popular time of year for people to work with us, because it's only January. And I talked about Teresa before. She went from 50,000 a year in 2022, year end 2023, $300,000. That is possible for each and every one of you. And you can ask her, she'll say the same thing every single time. I did exactly what Scott and Nancy suggested. And that's what we want for all of you. We want to throw gasoline on the fire of what you're doing, and we want you to achieve every one of your goals. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I got it on lockdown with my content, 1 being I need significant help, where would you guys rate yourselves on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as really what you're doing on LinkedIn content-wise? Okay. So as we've been doing all this week, I'm going to kind of go over the theory behind how to create engaging content, the types of content that you should create. I'm going to give you a live look on my LinkedIn profile, some of the stuff that I create. And then I'm going to give you guys a focal point and a type of post to make today or tomorrow that's going to kind of get the wheels turning. So if everybody is clear on that, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Just want to make sure, because, we love simplicity. We love ease. We want to make things as streamlined as possible. So just want to make sure everybody is with me. Now, so I want to go over the keys first to your content. When you make a post, oh, awesome, Teresa. So again, just like Teresa just did, anyone that wants to book a call with us, as Teresa had did, go and grab that link and get on a call, because once we fill the spots are filled. So if you want to make 2024 your best, we want to talk to you and we want to help you do that. So when you make your post, you want to make it relevant, relatable, and real. Thank you, Michael. We call that the 3 R's: relevant, relatable, and real. Make it something that your ideal audience would likely resonate with. So how many of you have heard me talk about the passenger side perspective, or the PSP? Awesome, Joe. Yep, can't wait to talk to you tomorrow, brother. So how many of you heard me talk about the PSP, or the passenger side perspective? Drop a Y or a yes, or an N or a no. If you haven't, the passenger side perspective is the person sitting on the other side of the computer screen. So it's the person that you're looking to direct your content to. It's that person that would best resonate with your message. So you need to think about, when you're crafting content on LinkedIn, whether it be a post, a video, a newsletter, an article, a document, a poll, it has to be done from the perspective of the person that you're looking to impact, because the more clear and specific you are with the person that you're looking to engage with, the more likely they're going to resonate with it. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Awesome. So ideally, you should strive to post 3 times per week. You don't need to post 3 times a day or 3 times an hour like Facebook and Instagram. 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, there's 2 different methodologies here, and it's whatever's best for you guys. So there is something called the bookend methodology, which your bookends are Monday and Friday, and then the books in the middle are Wednesday. And then there's the other methodology of the bookend, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Some people prefer Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because Monday, a lot of people are getting back into the swing of work, so they're not very engaged on a Monday, and they're falling into the weekend on Friday. So a lot of people like to take advantage of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday instead of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but both are fine. Either one of those is completely okay with us. So type a number 1 if you feel more comfortable with Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or number 2 if Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sounds better to you. Okay, good. So the first thing to do is to clarify when you're actually going to post. Okay, 3 times a week. Now, you don't want to make every post about your business, right? It should not be, selling and pitching. And I'm sure you guys have seen these. You've seen these overly promotional posts. They're a turnoff because there's no value in the content. It's just being sold and pitched to. No one likes to be sold and pitched to, right? I like to post engaging material to bring my audience closer to me, to build the know, like, and trust, and then really acknowledge the likes and comments with private messages if you want to do that. And we're going to go over that in the 20-minute routine tomorrow, because in tomorrow's session, I'm going to actually teach you 3 other ways to generate leads on LinkedIn outside of what you're already doing. So if that fires you up, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Remember, we got layers. We got your profile, we got the build of your network, we got messaging, we got your content, and then we have the additional things that you can do to grow everything. Now, these also can be conversation starters, just like your daily searches and messages that you strive to do. Now, when you are, the big question that I get from people is, what should my content actually be? Well, it should do one of 2 things. Your content should either educate your audience on something they need to know, like a tip, a checklist, updates, industry information, right? It should educate. Or it should inform your audience of something they can do that could help themselves and their businesses move forward. So if that's clear, just type the word clear in the chat. So it's got to educate your audience, and it's got to inform your audience of something they can do to help themselves and their businesses move forward. Now, I can tell you this. Nancy mentioned Gary Miles the other day. So in our group mastermind program, Expert Authority, we teach people how to create and launch a LinkedIn newsletter. And even if they have one, how to optimize it better. Because when it's set up the right way on LinkedIn, it becomes searchable on Google. So someone was actually doing a search on Google. Gary's newsletter from LinkedIn popped up. They clicked on it, and he had a call to action. The person scheduled a call, and then they hired him as his coach. When you're clear with your content strategy, you will have people coming to you all the time needing your assistance and your help. So if that's clear, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Now, as a thought leader, which every single one of you guys are, some great prompt questions that you can ask yourselves. What does my network of connections need to hear right now? What is it they need to know? What does my network want to learn most about? So if I was to ask all of you on here right now, if you could share one topic that your ideal audience needs to know about, drop it in the chat. What is one simple topic that your audience needs to know about? How to get into college, stress management, love it, gut health, referral generation, scholarships, gaining clients, work-life balance, power struggles, cash flow, how money works, personal investments, immune system, healthy aging, debt-free. If you know what your audience needs to know, you just now have to connect with those people and get in front of them with your content. What do they want to learn about? What is my network's biggest pain point? What are they struggling with? And what content would best position me as a value-added resource? Every single one of you, one of the goals, honestly, what I would love for you guys to do as just a fun little challenge. How many of you have Post-it notes or index cards at home? Drop a Y or a yes in the chat. What would be fun? What I want you guys to do at some point today after the training, I want you to get a Post-it note, and I want you to get or an index card. And what I want you to write on it is, I am a person of value. I want you to write on that index card or that Post-it note, I am a person of value. And what I want you to do is, I want you to put that Post-it note right on your computer screen or your laptop screen. I want you to take a picture of it, and I want you to post it in the Facebook group for accountability. Type a Y or a yes if you can do that. Get a Post-it note, get an index card, and just write, I am a person of value. Stick it on your computer screen so you look at it every single day. Look at it every single day. Remember, we talked about brain tattoos yesterday, right? This is another brain tattoo. You have to acknowledge that you are a person of value. If you're not on Facebook, you can email it. Yes, you can email it, or post it on LinkedIn. Post it on LinkedIn and, tag myself or Nancy in it for accountability. If you can do that, type I can. If you can do that and you're going to do it, type I can. Good. Let's hold each other accountable. Now, so just a little example. This is just a little example of a content creation schedule. And I'm going to kind of give you an idea of what I want you guys to do. So an example could be this, Monday or Tuesday, depending upon if you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You always want to start with some sort of informational or educational piece of content. That could be a post, that could be an infograph, or it can be a video. Now, if you're going to choose to do a video, just make it 2 to 4 minutes and giving value-added information. You can do it right on your phone. You prop it up. You're just like, hey, everybody, Scott here. Just wanted to come on here today and give you a couple pieces of information of how to improve, your longevity and your health. And here are 3 tips. Number 1, drink plenty of water. Hydration is key. Number 2 is this. Number 3 is this. Let me know in the comments what you found most helpful, and I'll talk to you next time. So it could be talk about things that you know. Don't talk about things that you don't know. Stay within your zones of genius. If that's clear and that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So that can be done through a video, it can be done through a post, or it can be done through a checklist, which I'm going to show you how to create one. Now, on Wednesday, you want to create a poll question on LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you what one looks like. Now, this is key. Type a Y or a yes, or an N or a no if you have or have not ever created a LinkedIn poll. Y or yes or N or no. Okay. If you have, you've probably worked with us or are working with us. So keep doing that. If you haven't, you're going to start. A poll question on LinkedIn is great because it allows you to find out the pain point or area of improvement your network is looking for on LinkedIn. And I'm going to actually show you how to create one. Thursday and or Friday, you want to post a long form piece of content. Now, this could be a long educational post up to 3,000 characters. Or if you have a LinkedIn newsletter, you can release your newsletter edition on Friday. Type a Y or a yes or an N or a no if you do or do not have currently a LinkedIn newsletter set up. Okay, good. If you do, great. If you don't, again, you really need to do one. And again, for those that are in our Expert Authority program and those that are going to be joining us, we're going to teach you how to do that so you can optimize it because it becomes a huge lead generator. Now, so this is the simplistic thing to do. Monday or Tuesday, video or educational piece of content. Wednesday, create a poll. And then you want a long form piece of content Thursday or Friday. So if everybody is clear on that, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. I just want to make sure everybody is clear. Okay. Now, the one thing that I do want to say is the other good thing about people that are a part of our Expert Authority hybrid program is we work individually with you, helping you optimize your LinkedIn profile, helping you nail down your messaging, helping you with your content creation, helping you set up your LinkedIn newsletter, your LinkedIn Live. So all of the deeper things that need to be done on LinkedIn, we actually do with you in the program. So you really become that expert on the platform. So just know that anyone that does end up joining the program, your LinkedIn presence is going to be elevated 100 times by the deeper stuff that we can do together. So again, if anybody needs the link to book a call, I just dropped it in the chat. So now that we've talked all about this, I just want to shift gears for one moment. And I want to actually go onto LinkedIn really quickly. And here's what I want to do. here's what I want to do. So I just want to show you the different types of content that can be created. So when I go to see all my posts, you can see this was a LinkedIn Live I did earlier today. This was a poll question that I did. So that's an example of a Wednesday poll question. You know, in all honesty, do you feel you could be spending your time more wisely on LinkedIn? Yes, no, other, comment below. So 81% said that they could be spending their time more wisely on LinkedIn. So guess what I did? I created a video today, the 3 best things to focus on weekly using LinkedIn. So if I knew that 80% of the people that voted in that poll were needing to spend their time more wisely on LinkedIn, what do you think I did? I gave them an avenue of what they can do to spend their time more wisely. If that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So questions lead to answers, right? So when you ask your audience a question, they're going to give you the answer. So then you can create the content. So now you don't have to figure it out. It's there for you. The other thing, you can do general posts. So this is my newsletter on LinkedIn. And it's been a game changer for me just because I'm approaching 8,000 subscribers. And there are so many benefits to having it. But what I wanted to do is 2 things. Number one, I want to show you the simplicity of creating a LinkedIn poll, but I actually want to show you what you guys need to do in creating your post for LinkedIn today or tomorrow. So, and someone said, did polls and only got 5 votes? Yep. As long as one person votes, they're speaking for the masses. So I don't want you guys to get caught up with how many people do or don't vote. You know, that poll got 50 votes. I've had polls that have gotten 400 votes. So as long as I'm getting some sort of data, it's going to allow me to plug into what needs to be done. So here's what you need to do to create a poll. And I'm going to show you the post that I want you guys to do, but I want to show you the simplicity of creating a LinkedIn poll. And I'm going to hit start a post. And I'm going to make sure that this is from my LinkedIn profile itself, because you can also post to groups, but I just want people to know that you should be doing it from your, hold on, back. Now, here's what needs to be done. So when you're on LinkedIn, and let me just do this, I'm going to open this up over here. You're going to click these 3 dots and you're going to say create a poll. Okay. And when you create the poll, you're going to ask your question. And I'm going to do something related to my audience. What area of LinkedIn do you feel you need the most help with? Okay. Option 1, my LinkedIn profile. Building my network. Closing clients. And then the other option is always other, comment below. Now, you can also use yes or no questions, but I like getting specific. And then I'm going to click done. And you always want to leave it at a week. 1 poll per week. Yes, Jen. 1 poll per week. So if you guys are clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Just want to make sure. I'm just showing you the simplicity of creating a poll. And then I'm going to click done. And then I want to remove the attachment post. Go back. Anyone? Done. There we go. Okay. Now, what do I want to talk about? So whenever you're going to be doing a LinkedIn poll, you just want to prompt them, you know? And I simply say something like this. I would love to get your feedback and thoughts on this topic related to LinkedIn. Okay. And then I'm going to use 3 hashtags. LinkedIn, LinkedIn tips, business tips. Now, How many of you knew, Y or yes or N or no, how many of you knew that you can pre-schedule your polls on LinkedIn? Y or yes or N or no if you didn't? Oh, awesome. You guys are going to be blown away by this. Watch this. So does everyone see, and just type a Y or a yes as I go through this. Can you guys see this little clock right here where it says schedule for later? Yeah. So all you have to do is click on it, and now it's going to bring up a scheduler. And then all I have to do, so I'm going to post this on Saturday, right? So I'm going to click right here, and this is just an example. I'm going to click on Saturday the 27th, and you always want to post your content between 7:30 and 9 a.m. Between 7:30 and 9 a.m. So if that's clear, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Awesome. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to find 7:30 a.m. and I'm going to click next. And then I am going to click. And it's scheduled. You can do that from the mobile app, or you can do it on the desktop. Eastern time. Yes, Mark. Eastern time. I'm in Eastern time, so 7:30 to 9 Eastern. Now, to just check to make sure that it's scheduled, I'm going to click start a post again. I'm going to click the clock, and I'm going to click view all scheduled posts. And there it is, posting Saturday, January 27th at 7:30. Any post. Trisha asked, does this apply? This applies to any post. So if you're going to post, try to get it out there between 7:30 and 9 a.m. So whether you're doing a post, a video. So if everybody is clear and that has helped, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Awesome. This is a way to get more feedback of what you need to do. Now, what I wanted to do now, and I'm going to share this really quickly. I am going to drop this into the chat. Okay. So if you guys want, you can click on this. So this is, how many of you are, but this poll is done on Wednesdays. Yes, Wednesday is the best day. So Kerry said any content at night. I like to get things out early in the morning so it gets traction all day. So that's why I always suggest to get things done in the morning. But if someone, I'd rather have you post some content than none. So if evening is more convenient, do it then. So type a Y or a yes or an N or a no if you ever use Canva to help create some of your content. Okay, good. If you don't, it's free. It's canva.com. And if you guys copy this link, so if you guys copy that link, it will take you to this template that I want you guys all to use. And it's a checklist. So basically what you would do is this is all editable. So you can just click here, you can type in your own stuff. And what I want you guys to do is you're going to come up with a headline. So what is a great checklist that you can create for people? Like 3 tips. What is a checklist that you can provide 3 tips? Type it in the chat. So what is a checklist that you can give people? Like wellness checklist, investment checklist. What's a simple checklist that you could create? Now, this is what I want you guys, tracking invoices. Yeah. So here's a tracking invoice checklist, real estate checklist, 3 best time management. Yeah. Love it. Great. So what you're going to do is you can create your own, or you can use this template on Canva. And what I want you guys to do is I want you, it should be editable. Let me just make sure. Oh, anyone with the link. There you go. Okay. Now you guys should be able to do it. I made it to anyone with the link can do it. So it should be fine now. So you should be able to edit now. I just said anyone with the link, agencies to work with checklist. Yeah. Moving checklist. Beautiful. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to create a checklist that has, obviously everything is here set up for you guys. You guys can, put your name or your website right here. And you'll put in your 3 little tips here. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. And then all you're going to do is you're going to click the share button, and then you're going to click download. So if you guys are with me so far, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Okay. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to download this. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, so I downloaded it, and I'm going to go onto LinkedIn. So it's downloaded. Good. And I'm going to go to start a post. Now, here's the cool thing. Once you download something, let me just make sure it downloaded. Download. Oh, and you can download it as a PDF, or you can also, so when you hit download, you can also do a PNG, which is just a picture. So you can do either or, completely up to you. Now, when I'm here, so I'm going to click the thing that I just downloaded, and I'm just going to drop my file right there. So let me go to PNG, and there it is. So here's my picture. So save it as a PNG file. So if everybody is clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. I'll also put this into the, you can create your own. You don't have to do this. I just wanted to make it really easy for you guys, right? And I'm going to say something like this. Use this simple checklist to better connect with power partners on LinkedIn to grow your network, explore opportunities, and collaborate on business ideas. Okay. And again, I don't have any time for questions, guys. That is what the Q&A is for. So I'll be posting the Q&A form to pre-submit your questions. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea. You don't have to do a checklist. You can do a general post. I just wanted to kind of get the creative juices flowing. So if this is making sense, thank you, Julianne. I appreciate that. No, I mean, I'm connected to some of the people at LinkedIn Corporate. But I do appreciate that. So if this is making sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So again, I'm always going to end with a call to action as well. So I'm going to say, you know, which tip helped you most? Comment below. Okay. And then again, how many hashtags am I going to use? Trivia question. How many hashtags am I going to use? Yes, Jen. 3. So I'm going to use LinkedIn, LinkedIn tips, business tips. Now, I already posted today. So guess what I can do? I can click on schedule for later. And I usually don't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And let me just see really quickly. So share. So it is live. Let me copy the link. I'm going to put it back in the chat. And again, guys, if the link is not working, don't worry. Just go on to Canva and you can, you know, create your own. So let me just see really quickly. Let me click on that on mine. Yeah, so it looks like you can. So people are in here. Yeah, you guys can totally use that. I see you guys in there. Okay. So that's the link. Check on that. Oh, Cass is in there. See you, Cass? You're in there. All right, cool. So it is working. All right. So now what I'm going to do is, so you guys have that link. I'll post that into the Facebook group as well, so you guys have it. So I'm going to click on right here, and I'm going to post this on Sunday at 8 a.m., just as an example. I'm going to click next, and I'm going to click schedule. And there we go. And now it's scheduled. So if you guys feel you can do that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So your accountability homework is to take that template I gave you, make your own checklist, and post it on LinkedIn either today or tomorrow. You can do it today. It's very easy. And again, the people that won the prizes, obviously you'll be getting an email from us at the end of the workshop on Sunday. So don't worry, we got you covered there. So you can either just go into the Facebook group. It'll say day 4 Nancy's homework thread. And all you have to do is basically just type in there, I posted on LinkedIn, or you can take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot of your post and drop it in there. So if everybody is clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So you're going to do a checklist. You can just say I posted, or you could do a screenshot, whatever is good for you. Now, really quickly, I want to just dive back in because some people had side messaged me. If you guys can see me and hear me clearly, please just let me know. We do have a few minutes left, so I just wanted to kind of dig into this a little bit more. Good. So a couple people asked, the one thing is that the reality of all of this is, people get very excited during the workshop, but when it's over, they fail to implement, they're not consistent, they lack routines, and they uncommit from being committed. And remember, we talked about this, that from the assessments, people said that they had a big fear. They wanted more consistent income. They wanted to get better at their time management. They wanted to have systems in place. They wanted to feel less overwhelmed, right? They wanted more focus. They wanted more knowledge. They wanted to not have it difficult to find clients. They wanted to gain confidence, right? They wanted to know where they should start. And that's where we were. We've been there. And there is continued support. And I know, type a Y or a yes if you've already booked a call with us to learn about taking one of the remaining spots in expert authority. So Julianne, Michael, Rodney, awesome. Joe, beautiful. Teresa. I know someone else, I think Mike, great. Again, we only have limited space. So that is the link to go book a call. We want to help as many people as possible. We built awesome Elizabeth. We built what we wanted to exist when we started building and growing our business. And just imagine, just for a second, for those that are on here, just literally just take a deep breath, consume all of this, and just imagine creating a strategy collaboratively with myself and Nancy, with your business and what your goals are, and sticking to it. Imagine being consistent and committed for this entire year. Imagine having systems in place that are going to help you grow and expand your business. Imagine being confident in what you post on social media. Showing up as the expert in your field, because you all are. Every single one of you is an expert. Imagine attracting tons of the right clients and business to grow your business. So type in the chat one word. How would that feel if you were able to get all of that this coming year? How would that feel? It would feel great, incredible, amazing, freeing, miraculous. That's what we help people do, right? We help people go from where they are right now to where they've always wanted to be. And you're making more money. It's not always about the money, but the more money you make, the more you can do with it, the more you can give back. Nancy and I have recently partnered with a nonprofit. So we actually donate a portion of what people invest in us in our program. We actually donate a portion of it to a nonprofit. It's called Brushes with Cancer. You guys know my dad battled brain cancer last year, and they were just an amazing support to him. And so much so that he got an honorary award in Chicago in December that we attended. And we just felt so compelled that we're now doing that. We are donating a portion of everyone's who joins, a piece of what they have joined is getting sent to them. So no, you're supporting a great nonprofit. And, Nancy has already signed up, and she's committed and excited. She's a part of our next round. It's a hybrid mastermind program for business professionals, online businesses, coaches, and consultants. So it's an exclusive program. Like we told you, it's a small group. We help you feel more organized, get more consistent income, earn residual income streams, multiple, feel confident in your daily actions, minimize your stress, and love what you do. The goal is to stay focused and to stay connected. So the big question is, what does it look like? So we keep it very simple. So someone asked, is it one-on-one? Yeah. Every single person meets with us every single quarter one-on-one. Every single person who's in our program gets a 60-minute quarterly strategy session to map out your goals. We give you the roadmap, the plan of everything that you need to do to achieve the goals. We have an optional Monday Mindset Zoom that people can jump on because we believe mindset is everything. The 6 inches between your ears will either hurt you or help you. So we always kick off the week with a Monday Mindset optional call. It's streamed also to a private Facebook group where people can watch it back, and we go over a different mindset topic. We also go over what we want to accomplish that week. Every one of our calls is on Thursdays. So as a group, we meet once a week on Thursdays. We also have another optional call. We do monthly book club calls. So we believe in personal development. So right now we're reading The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. So at the end of every month, we talk about the book that we're currently reading. And we pick 6 books a year. So we take 60 days to read a book and we talk about it. We believe in personal development and growing together. This is a community. So it's hybrid one-on-one, it's group, but it's community. It's building a tribe of people around you that are going the same way. And I love Chris Harder was one of my mentors. And he said the problem with most people is that they're looking too far ahead to where they want to go and trying to get into circles that they can't get into. But instead, just look to your left and your right. There are people to the left and the right of you right now that want to go the same place as you. They want to grow. They want to scale. They want to build. They want to enjoy. And again, anyone that wants to know the cost, obviously we can discuss that on the call. Because again, we want to be very open and transparent about that. But if you go to that link, you can fill out the form and you can schedule a time to talk to us where we can go over all that together. Now, the other big thing is this. What we actually charge for this program is not nearly what other people charge. Other people charge $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for programs like this. We are a fraction of that because we believe in positive ROI. We want to make this investment so easy for people that they're like, yeah, no brainer. I'm in because I know working with Scott and Nancy, they're going to make their money back and then some. So if that's clear and if that makes sense so far, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So it's hybrid one-on-one. You get your Monday mindset call, which is optional. You get your weekly group coaching. And here's the thing. When you meet with us one-on-one, we set clear goals. We create an action plan, and Nancy put a little screenshot in the bottom right corner. Every single person in the program gets a goal sheet that we fill out together. Everyone gets access to it, and we set your goals and we set your intentions. And when you check off those boxes, you can actually get bonus calls with us. So we have people that are just running hard. So we work in 90-day increments, but if someone doesn't want to wait 90 days to achieve their goals, they just want to do everything in a couple of weeks, great. People can meet with us one-on-one for taking action. We reward action takers with more one-on-one time with us. So if that's clear and if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So you can earn as much one-on-one time with us as possible. If you're taking action and you're accomplishing your goals, you're going to spend more time with us outside of just the regular group weekly calls. So again, the Monday Mindset Call, we set intentions for the week. We set aside time to intentionally to get things done. We always go around the horn and we say what we're working on and what we're looking to achieve. The Thursday calls rotate. We don't like to overwhelm people with too much information at once. So we meet the same time, same place each and every week, and we alternate between a training call and then a Q&A. So just like we're doing on Saturday, our mastermind members get 2 Q&A sessions a month with us. So people can pre-submit their questions. They can ask us any and all questions that they want. Everything is live and recorded. So if someone can't make a training call or they can't make a Q&A, we have a whole portal that people can log into to watch back any training call, any Q&A call, and any information that they need. So if that's clear and if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Again, we want people moving the needle forward within their business. We don't want people in the same place they are right now. We want people to throw gasoline on the fire and crush it with us together in 2024. So on the training calls, as an example, we go over clarity, getting your goals in place, finding out what your gaps are and how we can close them, getting clear on your ideal clients, your offer. And if you have some of those in place, we optimize them even further. So whether you're looking to grow and scale, or whether you're looking to throw gasoline on the fire, or you're established and looking to grow, we have something for everyone. We go over organizing your business, project management tools and how to get them in place, your core processes, systems, hiring and leading a team, filling in those gaps. If you're looking to start to outsource, we have system tools and structures of how to do that together. Visibility, creating a marketing strategy together, helping you create better content and literally mapping out your content creation strategy for the entire year. We do that together. Lead gen strategy using LinkedIn, and outside of LinkedIn, building your email list, your sales funnel. The fact of the matter is, yes, we lean on LinkedIn, but social media is rented land. If you're not building outside of social media and something happens to social media, you need a way of connecting with people. So we really focus on helping people grow their first 7,500 email list together. You know, we've grown our email list up to about 14,000 now. And we want to help other people do the same exact thing. Email marketing is huge. It's huge. And we also want you to help you be your expert. Write your book. Right? Write your book. Start a podcast. People don't understand that how much can happen when you have a book around your zone of genius. Starting a podcast, and we make it very easy. And do we use an app to process your email? Yeah. So we have apps. We have everything. We have anything that you guys need for your business. We have templates, we have resources, and we have things to give you. We make this plug and play. We don't want you having to go anywhere else. Any aspect of business that you're struggling with, any hole or gap or bottleneck you're having right now, we have a solution. But also accountability. We hold you accountable and you hold us accountable. That is the big thing. One of the main reasons why people don't get to where they want to be is that they're on an island by themselves. Now you have myself and Nancy for an entire year, plus all the other people in the program. And that's the thing. We bring like minds together so everyone can grow together. So if that's clear and if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So the monthly book club, we discuss it. We share takeaways. We stay up to date. And again, you want to get clarity, we have it. You want direction and strategy, we have it. You want accountability, community, coaching, up-to-date tools. We are always learning what works and what doesn't work. And you better believe if there's things that we're doing that are creating revenue in our business, guess who we're going to teach how to do that? Everyone in our program. We have strategies and tactics to grow your business, and we share them with you. We're not holding this back. And the one-on-one aspect of our program is included. The one-on-one quarterlies and the bonus one-on-ones are all included in this program. There's no other cost. It's all in one. The group, the one-on-one, it's all for you. We help you build your personal brand. Become that authority in your industry. And just so people know, my hourly rate is like $2,000 an hour when people ask me to come speak and train at corporate events. That is not nearly what we're charging in this program for hours of our time. It's included in this program. You're spending at least 8 hours with myself and Nancy one-on-one, or 4 hours one-on-one, in addition to all the weeklies and the bonus one-on-ones. You're getting an hour of Nancy's, an hour of my time together. Just imagine that. You're more productive. You're scaling your business. And you're not giving up your personal time. How many of you would love to only have to work 3 days a week and make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, reoccurring revenue? How many of you? Well, we can show you how, because that's what we're doing. We can show you how. And again, don't delay. We only have limited spots. Once they're gone, they're gone. Book a call. We believe in something called the small and mighty business model. High profit, low overhead, high revenue. That is what we teach people. Now, you know what your homework is. If everybody remembers what the homework is, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Remember, you're using that checklist, right? You're going to create your checklist. You're going to post it on on LinkedIn, you're going to go into the chat. You're going to say day 2, day 4 homework thread. I posted on LinkedIn, or a screenshot of it. Does anybody remember the bonus accountability exercise that I talked about? Do you guys remember what I told you to do? Type it in the chat if you remember. Who remembers that little, yes, grab a sticky note, a Post-it note, or an index card. And remember, you're writing, I am a person of value. Stick it on your computer screen or your laptop screen, take a picture of it, drop it in the Facebook group, post it on LinkedIn, tag us. You are a person of value. We love and appreciate every single one of you and what you're doing. And that is also why we created our program. We want you to succeed. We don't want you spinning your tires anymore. We don't want you going another year without making the income that you deserve. And if you're ready to explode your business, we want to teach you how to do that. So again, the doors are officially open. Again, we have a few spots available. Once they're gone, they're gone. The doors close on Monday at 9 p.m., the same time the replays come down. So do book a call to learn more. In addition to that, tomorrow, remember, we're going over the 20-minute LinkedIn strategy routine. So we're piecing this all together, and we're showing you that 20-minute flow that you need to lean into to make LinkedIn work for you. In addition to that, I'm going to show you 3 other ways to generate leads on LinkedIn with what is already available. So you're going to walk away with 4 different ways to generate leads on LinkedIn. So if everybody is clear on all of that, please drop a Y or a yes in the chat. And again, if you're a coach, a consultant, a service provider, an online business owner, and you're really ready to take things to the next level, we're ready to help you to do that. So again, for myself and Nancy, love and gratitude to each and every one of you. We appreciate you so much. The 2 homework winners from day number 3, Helen Ween and Kathy Gorish. You are the 2 winners. Congratulations. Everybody will be getting an email on Sunday with your prizes. We're still handing out 2 more tomorrow and 2 more on Saturday. Remember, check your email from 7 a.m. this morning. That will have the pre-submission link for your questions. So make sure you pre-submit your questions for Saturday at 11 a.m. I'll also be posting that in the group. If you didn't get it, it will be resent and posted in the Facebook group. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to do that. And let me do one better. Let me just grab it really quickly so you guys have it ahead of time. Give me one moment. I can grab it for you really quick. This is probably going to be easier. I'm going to drop this right in the link for you guys in the chat. So this is going to be a link where you can pre-submit your questions. Give me one moment. Send it. Link, shorten. So yeah, just when I drop this in the link or in the chat box, just open it up right away. And there it is. So that link right there that I dropped in it, just click it, let it open up in another window. So anyone that wants to pre-submit any questions, that is the way for you to do so. Again, we have limited spots. Again, we would love to help as many people as possible. The second link I just dropped in there, schedule your call with us. We opened up our calendars for the rest of the week and the weekend. So grab your time. And again, congratulations to all of you guys. You guys are killing it. Like, I am so proud of you guys. You know, LinkedIn is not for the faint of heart, but you're doing such a beautiful job following every step. And we wanted to make this as easy as possible. That's why I created that template for you guys to use on Canva. So you guys can just edit it and use it. And again, I'm going to put that in the link. I'm going to put it in there one more time so you guys have it. And again, I'm going to drop all of these in the Facebook group to make it easy for all of you. So again, keep rocking it, keep crushing it, keep doing what you're doing. We're here cheering you on. Remember, tomorrow we're going over the 20-minute routine and other ways of how you can generate leads on LinkedIn and how not to get blocked on LinkedIn, most importantly. So everyone, congrats to the winners. Thank you for all those that have already booked calls. We can't wait to talk with you. So love and gratitude to each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your Thursday.